Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently extremely close to ending the war in heaven. We are bombarding here, and it's very laggy. That's the star. Hang on. We're looking for Ish. Somewhere in this mess, there is a planet. Here it is. Fantastic. So, we're bombarding this, and we're just letting that strength drop on down for a little bit here. That is our primary goal for the moment. And it will drop reasonably quickly. Reasonably. We for sure want to get through the defensive armies. That's 100% guaranteed. And then once we start hitting the assault armies, I think it'll go quite a bit faster. So that should be reasonably fine. Let's check through our jobs here. This Forge World has 2 ruler jobs that are going to take a very long time to demote. Not a whole lot we can do about that, to be honest. Although we do have a tradition of all things. Okay, sure. We'll grab Bulwark of Harmony, and that means that we should probably go ahead and grab... I think there's no point in grabbing Galactic Contender at this point. We can already defeat Fallen Empires. I think that we take... Have we already taken Defender of the Galaxy? We have. Okay, that was what I was planning to take, but we already have that, so I need to go back through this and think about what we want. We're not going to become the Crisis. Not this game. The Flesh is weak is probably not good here. Grasp the Void. Eternal Vigilance. We could go for Galactic Contender. I mean, the diplomatic weight wouldn't be the worst thing.
Technology discovered.
Alternatively, we could go for Galactic Wonders and be able to build ring worlds, matter decompressors, and Dyson spheres. And I think that's what we're going to go for. Fantastic. So we also got our Fleet Command coming up. That's always great. I believe it is now maxed and cannot go any higher, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and take Army Health for the time being, and I want to come in here. I want to increase something. Do we just toss these into Corvettes? It'd be 10 Corvettes. Alternatively, we could do 2 Destroyers and 6 Corvettes. And I think that's what we're going to do. 2 Destroyers, 6 Corvettes, 2 Destroyers, 6 Corvettes, 2 Destroyers, 6 Corvettes, and 2 Destroyers and 6 Corvettes. Beautiful. Beautiful. So we now need about 50,000 alloys in order to max out. So that's absolutely fine. Let's go ahead and see. There's nothing to be done over here. Okay. Back into the lag zone we go. And let's check in on Ish. Cool. So, the final... Wow, this is going down fast now. The final defensive army is just plummeting in strength. That's fantastic. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting it to be going down this quickly. But that's absolutely wonderful. We're going to keep an eye on our jobs here. I don't think we're going to have any jobs for a while.
Initiating communications.
Embassy, yes. Unfortunately, that does close that window automatically. But it is okay. That'll be fine. So we're going to make the 22nd Fleet. We could start to think about a 6th primary fleet, but for the time being, I think that we're not going to do that. Now we're going to need to get physics and engineering research done to get our ring worlds and matter decompressors and Dyson sphere researches done. I think what we need to build first is a matter decompressor. So that will be our first goal there. And that'll be great. Back into the lag zone, we can see... Where are you, planet? There you are. So much lag. Okay, there we go. We can see that we are almost through the final defensive army here. Beautiful. And there we go. And look at how much faster those assault armies die. That's great. Already halfway through the first one. 3/4 through. That bombardment is really doing work. So there's 4 of these remaining. And we're halfway through one of them already. So we're going to end the war in heaven here. That's for sure. The question is, when do we pull the trigger? Honestly, if they're going to die this quickly, I think that we just wait until all of their defensive armies are gone. And then we land. Like, there's only 2 left at this point, practically. I don't think there's any point in endangering any of our troops. So we may as well just wait it out. Only 1.5 to go. Make that 1.25. Make that 1. That's so fast. I mean, this is a ridiculous fleet. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget just how silly this fleet is. Okay. No armies. We're landing. Beautiful. We're going to hop on in here and just, to remind you, this is the fleet that was bombarding that. There's a few ships here. Only a few. Okay, so the Kennet should cease to exist here. Yeah, they're only in Ishtari. This should be the end of the Kennet. And by extension, the war in heaven.
Deploying liberation forces.
After a long and bloody conflict, the war that begun as a battle between 2 ancient empires has ended in the destruction of both at the hands of the younger races. For all their ancient technological might, the arrogance and inflexibility of these ancient giants proved their undoing. And now they're gone, reduced to no more than another set of broken ruins of the past. A new age dawns on the galaxy, and from now on, the fate of the younger races will be entirely their own to decide. This will be the age of the Human Star League. Indeed. Oh, we're now the new president of the Federation. Cool. We weren't necessarily going for that, but that's fantastic. Our cohesion is going up. We don't even have an envoy assigned here, but we may as well assign one. We can't change our succession type here, but we're going to be in charge for 20 years now. Vote weight is currently equal. And for the moment, that's probably for the best. We vote for free migration. There we go. That is definitely something we're in favor of. Oh, hello. The Vor just left. We'll see how many other people end up leaving. The Interstellar Ishni Compact, so it is falling apart after the war in heaven. This is actually a good thing. Cohesion is dropping. We're going to assign our second envoy here. And we'll see who all else ends up leaving. We also need to bring our forces back home. So for the moment, we're just going to take them to Kyiv. Cool. We will reinforce our fleets. The Bilnok just subjugated the Dorbalan Assembly of Worlds, so they are now part of the Federation. Interesting. So you can see here we're losing cohesion right now. And that is primarily due to ethics. Fair enough. Slurpanor made peace with the Rontor. I didn't even realize they were at war. But sure. The question is anyone else going to be leaving our Federation here? And also, what can we do to get this a little bit more under control? Well, we can move this guy over to the Federation here, but there's only so much cohesion impact that we're going to get here. Or rather, cohesion is going okay, but we're losing Federation XP. Because our cohesion needs to raise back up. That will take time. Indeed. Cool. So we're going to work on bringing our Federation cohesion back up. And in the meantime, I would like to think about changing some laws here. Only 1 of 8 support here. That's not shocking. Only 1 of 8 support here. 1 of 8 here. Understandable. Vote weight onto diplomatic. They don't agree with that. Okay. We could kick out some members. Allowing us to do what we want, but we'll see. We'll see what options we end up having. Okay, a science nexus has been constructed. That's fine. We are, of course, going to continue reinforcing our fleets. And we're also going to create a Federation fleet. So we'll add in a Titan. How many Federation Titans can we have? Does it say up here? What's our Federation limits? Okay, so we have the first deep fleet here. And they're coming back to Kyiv. Sure. For the moment, that's fine. They're fully built. So I think that we are not... We're just going to disband these new fleets here. Our Federation fleet will just stay where it's at. Can we have more? No. This is what we've got. So that's okay for the moment. Our cohesion is coming up. And that will fix our XP situation. So that's good. Eventually, we're going to want to take full control over this if we can. The challenge type here would be the thing, right? I'd like to get our Federation centralization up to high. We definitely need to get our cohesion turned around. That's for sure. We are the current president. As you can see here, this is definitely a human. And that is perfect. So this tech world definitely needs a job. So we're going to put in a research complex. Destican Combine Association status. Interesting. So the Destican Combine is these guys down here, Protectorate under the Vor. And the Vor actually rivaled us. I don't suppose we could get away with a war declaration. In 10 years? Okay, fair enough. 10 years. Well, that's fine. We're going to get some ship upgrades going when we can. This mining world could definitely use a generator district of all things. Okay, we are negative in our energy credits right now, so we may as well. There's this forge world up over here. Not a lot that we can do there other than civilian fabricators. Of course, we're just waiting on demotions, so that's going to take a little while.
Technology discovered.
This mining world, absolutely great to build a mining district here. We also just got energy weapon damage. We're going to grab matter decompressors. That's absolutely great. Very, very important there. And we're going to continue to reinforce. We need about 30,000 alloys. How's the price of alloys doing? It's kind of low. Kind of low. We are definitely struggling with our energy credits right now, so that's something to think about. I'm not sure what changed there. We were just doing fine. But maybe once we dock up our ships at Kyiv, that might have something to do with it. Okay, so let's take a look at our... Oh, did I just see what I thought I saw? Yes, I did. We can upgrade this to a Citadel and this to a Citadel as well. There we go. Fantastic. The third fleet is currently chilling at Seoul, and we'll go ahead and upgrade that. That will not take very long. And these fleets are still heading back to Kyiv, so it'll take them some time to get there.
Upgraded.
But that's absolutely fine. Let's continue to reinforce. We now need 20,000 alloys to get our fleets fully rebuilt. That's great. Absolutely great. So we're going to get all of this done in no time whatsoever. Well, no time whatsoever. It's not going to take very long. The real question is, when does the endgame crisis come in? That's the real question right now. That and can we fix our energy credits crisis? I believe the answer is yes. Technicians are worker strata, correct?
Complete.
Correct. Slightly awkward, but it's okay. The other question, of course, is how long until our Federation cohesion is doing better? We're already 25% of the way there. So ultimately, I think our Federation cohesion will be okay. We'd like to get this turned around a bit. And we'd like to get our... We're currently on economy here. It's only slightly awkward. We'd like to get our Federation set up correctly, though. To the point where we're fundamentally taking over and we can't lose it. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that we're going to get that with what we have here in the amount of time that we're a leader. So we'll see. We may have to wait for the next rotation. That's okay. We can work within it. And that is definitely what we would end up doing for this particular species. Now, I would like to fight the Vor. The question is, would the Federation want to fight the Vor too? Now I'm going to go ahead and declare rivalry on them. There we go. That'll be absolutely great. Metabionics, huh? Sure. Yes, they have abandoned the flawed organic containers and embraced the future. Good for them. Okay, so the Ishni we could probably defeat with the Federation. The 5th fleet has been fully repaired. We should definitely get to work on upgrading some of these that require upgrades. Not all of them do, but the 4th fleet requires upgrades. We'll get that done. That's going to be very quick indeed. The 1st fleet requires a little bit more extensive of upgrades, and the 1st deep fleet requires quite a lot of upgrades. So we'll get those all going. And we will also continue to reinforce our fleets. We still need another 13,000. Cool. Our Federation cohesion is now at 0.66. Sure. It will slowly work its way up. There's no doubt about that. I'd like to bump up to a...
upgraded.
Much higher... Actually, we could buy some favors here and maybe make this happen. Only 1 of 8 are currently in favor of this. So, we would need to come down to like the Bilnock here. And we would need to get favors. So what we would do is we would offer them a trade deal. And they would give us... We'd need what, like 7 or 8 favors here? It would be a lot. Yeah, this is probably not going to happen. That'd be a whole lot. Because I think it's 5 per favor. I don't know that for a fact, but I think so. We can go ahead and upgrade our planetary capital here. And this Forge World can get civilian replica complexes. We're still waiting on demotions there, but it's fine. We can do that. Otherwise, our planets are all looking good. Our fleets should basically all be upgraded. Except for this one. And I guess the Sol Invictus hasn't been upgraded. But it also can't be upgraded. It's also damaged. Come on into the shipyard here. Or I guess we don't have any colossal assembly yards.
Construction
So we can't
complete.
upgrade it. We didn't build this thing, we captured it, so that's exciting. Well, that's completely okay. We're finishing up our upgrades here. This is actually going to be a pretty lengthy process to get all of this upgrading done, it looks like. That's fine. We can go ahead and continue to get our ships replenished. The cost of alloys is pretty high right now. But mostly, at this point, we're chilling, working a bit on our Federation, as well as waiting out the truce with the Vor. We could think about attacking, like, the Calictora. I doubt people would be very interested in doing that, would they? Wait, we can just straight up declare this? Hang on. I don't want to actually do this. I'm expecting that to create a vote. It's not telling me that it's going to create a vote. I'm going to make a save there. I don't actually want to declare war. I just want to see if our Federation members are interested in declaring this war. Okay, there's the vote. So again, I want to revert this. So that's the way that it works. Good to know. The question is, would they be willing to do this? And it feels like we should be able to know that before this vote happens. Well, that's 4 willing to do it right there. I don't actually want this war.
They will not infringe upon
So
our rights.
that's fine. That's fine. I don't actually want that war. I just wanted to see how that process worked. Cool. And it looks like our Federation is fairly willing to declare wars, kind of willy-nilly. I like it. That's very handy. That means that we can conquer some of these non-Federation territories while we wait for the endgame crisis. Now, obviously, we were always going to revert that. That was why we made the save, and I said that I didn't want that war from the get-go. We were just seeing how that process worked under these current situations. So that's absolutely fine. We will proceed forward. And our cohesion is getting quite a lot better. That's fantastic. So we need to wait for the first deep fleet to finish its retrofits before we actually declare a war out over here. We might also declare on, like, the Ishni Compact. But they left the Federation, so we have a truce with them. We have a truce with the Vor. So we can go after the Calictora Trade Association, which would also give us the Udkavango Consortium and the Omniforge. Now, unfortunately, we don't actually have a good war goal on these guys. We could make claims. I would prefer a subjugation war goal. That would be my preferred method. Even the Slurpanor are considered equivalent. Basically, everyone is equivalent right now. These guys are pathetic. We could support their independence. I don't know that they're actually willing to do that, but we can also look at the Omniforge and support their independence. And we can also support the Slurpanor's independence. Is this costing us anything? It doesn't appear to be. Anyone else? I think that's it. The Destican. we support their independence as well. Cool. So there we go. We support everybody's independence. And let's just go ahead, and I was going to buy in a few more alloys to finish off our alloy construction. We could still do that. But it's very expensive. Okay, let's just get that done. Fantastic. There's our fleets fully rebuilt. And at this point, we're going to start thinking about going to war and bringing more people into our federation, because they need to be represented by our democracy. That is absolutely true. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, JJ Gamer, ALS Gamer, Ken2Win, Jens Graham, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Video Games Are Not Real, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.